Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to report. I want to talk about Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence, probably in January or February. That's what they're saying. And I remember when I reported about I was talking about a video about Mikey Garcia, why why people saying that he's ducking Errol Spence because he was calling out his name. I said that he might fight him next year, which that's what I said. So some of the other channels now is rebutting what they saying, talking about they knew that Mikey Garcia was going to fight Errol Spence, and he's ducking Errol Spence, or his family members talked to him out of that fight. And I thought the Richard Carmi fight was I thought he already signed a contract already. It was I guess it was word of mouth, which they said that I guess Mikey Garcia said he's going to fight him, but not sign a contract yet. So maybe that's probably what happened. I'm thinking that's exactly what I think what happened with Mikey Garcia versus Richard Carmi, whatever. So, but now look like this fight is going to be like I say, January, probably February. It's going to be on pay-per-view, and yeah, I think I definitely think I'm gonna pay for this fight. And people, I mean, some of the Mikey Garcia fans want this fight, and some people don't want this fight. Who's Mikey Garcia fans? You know what I'm saying? So you never know. He might can. I think my opinion is on this fight. I think Mikey Garcia can. I think Mikey Garcia is gonna. If he win this fight, it's gonna be on points. You know, it's not gonna be because he knocked out Errol Spence, because I don't think he got that. He has punching power, but I don't think he has that much. I don't think he has that devastating punching power like that. I just don't think so. He's coming from 130 something to 147, so he's really 140 pounder, 140 pounder fighter, because he boxed at that weight when he's fighting Adrian Broner and I think somebody else he was fighting at 140, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be wrong. I apologize for that if I'm wrong. But he fought at 140. I know that for sure. So he's really a 140 pounder, guys. He's not like 135 or 130 pounder. So one thing is this is good for both guys. This can boost Mikey Garcia him to the the number one pound for pound guy on the list, or probably number two. You know what I'm saying? If he beat Errol Spence, this can, and then on the flip side of this can for Errol Spence, everybody talking about this a lose-lose situation. If he beat him, he still beat on a guy who came up for 130. But Mikey Garcia asked for the fight, so this is what he's going to get. So the thing about it with me, how I'm thinking about it is, this could be good on his resume, because he is in the pound for pound, Mikey Garcia, and Errol Spence is in the pound for pound. I think he's in the top 10 to me. Some people place him at the round number 5 or number 4 or something like that. But he haven't accomplished nothing yet. He only got the IBF belt, and he only beat Carol Brook and stuff like that. But that was it. He ain't beat no Lamont Peters. I mean he only beat Lamont Peterson. I mean he wasn't able to. He already had losses on his record, and I mean I know Carol Booker only had a loss on his record, but he went up on weight to fight Triple G, so that's why I can understand that loss. So, but the thing about it, he haven't did enough to get to 3 or maybe 5, maybe you know what I'm saying. But he's still the number. He's around number. He's in the number 10 for me, Errol Spence, not number 5, not in the number in that equation yet, in the top number 5 yet. So I gotta see what he do with this one. If he beat Mikey Garcia, that will raise him up there to number 5 or something like that. Put him in his slot. That's how I look at it. If you beat the one who's in a certain slot in the top pound list, that put you in that slot. Take their slot, and then they'll take the one who loses would lose a spot, whatever. And it depends on how they lost the fight at the same time. So that's how I look at it. But this will be a good name on Errol Spence's resume. But some people's gonna is gonna have an excuse because Mikey Garcia is he's coming up on weight to fight a big welterweight. So, but he asked for it, and then on top of that, he said on Showtime, he said he could beat Errol Spence easy. That's what he said. So I don't want to hear no excuses. Just like they talking about the Terrence Crawford versus Benavidez, his leg, something's wrong with his leg and something like that. I knew it was going to be excuses at the same time. So, you know, he didn't want to ask for the fight, Benavidez. He didn't want to sign the contract. So for all the people out there who's a fan for Benavidez and Michael Garcia and having excuses for these fighters and that, I don't care what fighter it is, but any fighter, it's no excuse. They signed a contract. This is what they wanted. They thought they seen something in this fighter that they probably think they could expose or they could beat him. That's why they took the fight, or definitely for money too. At the same time, that comes with the territory. But at the same time, you know, Michael Garcia don't have a loss, and Benavidez, he didn't have a loss when he was fighting Terrence Crawford, but then he got one loss. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's either you're going to win, you're going to lose, or even a draw sometimes. But you're either going to lose or win. So Mikey Garcia knows what's on the line, but at the same time, he already know that if he lose, you know what I'm saying, he can still bounce back because he went up on weight. But if he win, that it's a win-win situation for Mikey Garcia instead of a lose-lose situation for him. I would say for Errol Spence, how I look at it now, it's a win if Mikey Garcia take him 12 rounds to an unanimous to the judges. If it goes to the judges, I think it's a lose situation for Errol Spence. But if he beat him beat him up or knock him out in the fourth or fifth round, then you know this is another Errol Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew that was going to happen or whatever. Errol Spence got to come out and knock him out. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm thinking Errol Spence know this too at the same time. If Michael Garcia take him 12, then it's going to be now we're going to start thinking like, man, this dude is really the truth. Because I think he knows that. He know Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence knows what's on the line. Of course, they're going to get paid for this fight, of course, at the same time, because they big names. And it's going to be held in Texas, I heard, too, at the same time. So, that's going to be great. So, what do y'all guys think about this? Do y'all think that, who y'all think is going to win? Who's y'all opinion? Who y'all going to go for? Errol Spence, the come forward guy, the one with the power, or Mikey Garcia, the one who got skills, who can dop, who got a good punching power? Of course, as Errol Spence got good punching power too. So if you got any questions, or leave in the comment, leave a question at in the comment section. Like my page, subscribe to my page, hit the bell icon for new notification, new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.